Welcome everybody to another episode of Two Beers, One Movie. I'm not even supposed to be here today. We're talking about Clerks 3. Yes, Clerks 3 is finally out after almost 20 years. Kevin Smith is back with a very heartfelt and emotional conclusion to his grocery convenience store saga. Randall and Dante now own the Quick Stop with Elias working there. Before I really get into it, there will be spoilers, so spoiler alert all the way through. Some really big spoilers here, so if you don't want to know, go watch it and fuck off. So, Randall is working one day in the shop, having a chit chat with Elias about similar stuff to his Star Wars versus Lord of the Rings trilogy. And he gets so worked up he has a heart attack. He is rushed to the emergency room where he is then asked to pull down his pants, where he has to get an operation to shave his genitals, to save his life. And he is worried because he has a small dick. So there's a lot of that humour that we all love and know from past Clerks movies and from a lot of Kevin Smith movies such as Mallrats, Dogma, Chasing Amy, etc. So with that, he gets the all clear. He wants to then change his life or make his life some sort of meaning to it. He decides to make a film. And this film is a meta and kind of self-referential film. It's about his life. It's about what's happened in the Quick Stop with all the crazy things that have happened as well in movies. And he opens up these auditions. There's a nice little montage and lots of famous cameos show up, like Ben Affleck and etc. He hasn't written Dante in as a main character, and Dante is obviously really upset about this, and he feels he's being kind of pushed back not only in the script but in his life as well. A major spoiler. I didn't read anything about the movie. I didn't watch any trailers because I wanted to go in like kind of just blind, and I'm not sure if this wasn't a big spoiler at the time. There is a big spoiler coming in a few moments, but maybe some people already knew this. But Rosario Dawson does kind of have like really supporting role because she does show up because as a ghost because she has died in an accident. And they want to shoot a scene in movies about the donkey fucking scene, which really sends Dante over the edge. On a drunken rant one evening they're doing a shoot, and he then has a heart attack too. To Randall's shock and misery, he wants to show his friend that he really does love him, that he really is a part of his life, his script. He finishes the movie. And it's all clips from past Clerks films, and it's really emotional. And from there, then, huge spoiler, Dante passes away and dies. They have the funeral. There's a nice little line there where Randall says, well, Dante's in the coffin before he's getting buried, that you're not even supposed to be here today. So that's the plot story, if you will. So what did I think of it? What I thought of it was very mature and un-Clerks-like, if I must say. But still, it always has those themes of friendship. Friendships there. Now has a theme of regret, of grief, of trying to get over something, not doing things in your past. There's a lot of that really going through. And obviously because of maybe Kevin Smith's own near-death experience from his own heart attack, then this obviously plays a huge part in the movie itself, and it's definitely the most emotional Kevin Hart Smith film I've ever seen. Maybe, yeah, definitely. It does have a lot of the callback jokes from Clerks 1 and Clerks 2. It does have funny parts in it. I did enjoy it. I didn't love it. It's not as good as the first two Clerks movie, but it's definitely a more realistic, mature script, and the performances are quite good, especially in the emotional parts, which is you're not really expecting and I was quite surprised by the two actors. Obviously, Jay and Silent Bob appeared in the movie to add some comedy as well as Elias, who now is a Satan lover. Randall is still his very, very disgusting self. And speaking of disgusting, it's probably the least crude Clerks I've ever seen. I don't know if that's pushed back because of woke culture. Maybe it's pushed back because of just he wanted to make a more serious film with the comedy there sprinkled around. It does work for the most part for me. It does pull in your nostalgia-ness, I suppose. A lot of the time says, oh, here's something you liked before, here it is again, and here it is again. Some people dislike that, some people like it. I'm kind of in the middle. It's okay. It's fun to see the characters back again. It's just, as I mentioned, it's nowhere near as good as the first two. But I've seen some mixed reviews saying some people didn't like it. There's no point of it. I liked it. And I'm glad we got to see a conclusion, although a sad conclusion, which I wasn't expecting, to the saga. So, please tell me what you think of Clerks 1, 2 and 3, of course. And comment below. Please like, subscribe. I need to get more subscribers. I need to do more videos. I'm not doing enough of them. I just don't have the time. But please like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next episode of Two Bears, One Movie.